Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Coming up on The Zone Extra, sectionals are here in girls basketball, and the boys hit the home stretch of the season. As wrestling enters the regional round, meet the man looking to lead Brownsburg to a state title. Plus, our athlete of the week is showing up on lists next to names like Michael Phelps.
I remember watching the grades swim at the Olympics and just imagining swimming with them.
And you won't want to miss our top play of the week. The Zone Extra starts right now. Evening, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. This is The Zone Extra, and we have a full show for you this evening. Playoff girls hoops with us. We have the wrestling postseason upon us, and also swimmers. We have you covered tonight. Now, we're going to do many things tonight. Our Coach's Corner, the man leading the Brownsburg Bulldog wrestling program, Derek Schneider, our Coach's Corner. We're going to get to that. We're also going to look at some hoops. And then, how about our athlete of the week, Michael Phelps, if you're watching this evening, this young man going for your records. Don't forget, we need to hear from you. Our play of the week is going to blow you away. If you catch one out at a game that you're watching, send it to us. We'll get it on the show. Those directions coming. First, a rewind of last week. Girls basketball tournament tipped off across the state Tuesday night. One of the most competitive sectionals in Class 4A takes place at Zionsville, with all 6 teams entering the postseason with 6 or fewer losses. Defending sectional champ Fishers opened its postseason taking on Westfield. Tigers fell behind early, but things turned around. Close game, Fishers picking up a 2-point win. They're going to face Carmel tomorrow. And the other game, Tuesday night, it was Hamilton Southeastern against Noblesville. The Royals trailed by 13 before rallying in the 4th. However, the Millers and sophomore sensation Ashlyn Shade, too much. Shade goes over 1,000 points. We repeat, she's a sophomore. Noblesville gets the 9-point win.
Ashlyn played out of her mind, and especially in that second quarter, hit some shots that were just really hard, tough shots. I thought they really defended her well, but she just stepped up and made huge plays, and Ashlyn often does that. And then, like I said, our team got going a little bit. We missed some free throws late, which was not good, but like I said, we made enough plays to get the win, which is, like I said, what you're trying to do at this time of year.
Coach Buckley, congrats to you. Congrats to the Millers. This is what Friday looks like, and it's going to be epic at Zionsville. We have Zionsville-Noblesville in the opener, followed by Carmel against Fishers. Over at North Central, this is sectional 10, top-seeded Panthers taking on Lawrence Central, and then the nightcap, 4A defending champs Lawrence North, opening its postseason run, taking on Cathedral. As we enter the month of February, we're getting down to crunch time. Boys basketball, here we go. Sectional draw just 2 weeks away. And the state tournament gets underway the first week of March. A couple tweaks this year for these tournaments. Last Friday, another great evening. Conference action across Central Indiana. We brought it to you on The Zone. Showdown, Marion and Johnson County champs went to Lawrence North. The Wildcats a 10-point win over Center Grove. Mid-state Plainfield, you remained up top of the conference standings. Quakers, 9-point win on the road against Decatur Central. Carmel, sound the alarm bells, 15-1 on the season. The Hounds, 26 points better than Ben Davis Friday. Also, you heard the noise over the weekend. Few more fans in the stands at a couple locations throughout the state. Carmel announcing last week it will allow up to 25% capacity for hoops games. Athletic Director Jim Inskeep on this decision.
I think it's great for the kids. They've had a really difficult last 10 going on 11 months here. And I just think that getting back to having more people than just their family in the gym is going to the next step to making this a little bit more normal than what people have come accustomed to. We're all trying to do the right thing and stop the spread of it. I think all the schools are doing such a wonderful job of enforcing masks, encouraging the social distancing. So we're talking about 25%. We're not talking about filling up the gym on Friday night.
Athletic directors across the state, we thank you. You don't get enough credit for what you do every single day. Meanwhile, swimming, start of the girls' state tournament, action beginning with sectional prelims this evening. Sectional finals on Saturday, state finals already next weekend. The boys' side, we're 2 weeks away from the start of sectional action. The boys will crown state champions later on the month. Let's do it February 27th, okay? Carmel trying to make it look, 7 straight team titles and 10 of the last 12 for the Hounds. That's what they're gunning for. And on the mats, this is a big piece of our show this evening. IHSA wrestling postseason underway. Last Saturday, the sectional round. Regionals are going to take place this weekend. Teams and individuals working toward Bankers Life Fieldhouse. That is when the lights grow dim and the drama picks up. 3-time defending state champs Cathedral opened the postseason, dominating win in the Tech sectional. The Irish are going to compete at Pendleton Heights for the regional action this weekend. Other area schools bringing home some hardware include Brownsburg, Center Grove, Carmel, Noblesville, Warren Central, and Perry Meridian. The state finals, February 19th and 20th at the Fieldhouse. Now, let's take a look. Some of the local schools that are going to be hosting wrestling regionals Saturday morning. It's Frankfort, Pendleton Heights, Perry Meridian, Mooresville, and Bloomington South. Quick break here on the Zone Extra. Up next, we go over to our coach's corner. His team just won a 6th straight sectional title. They're looking for more, Bulldogs fans. Brownsburg head man Derek Schneider with us here and still ahead in a program that never lacks talent. And we mean never. Freshman. Yes, this young man, a freshman, making waves. We go to Carmel for our Athlete of the Week. Olivia Ray with that story a little bit later on the Zone Extra.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. It's time for our Coach's Corner. We welcome you in. His team's consistently some of the best in the area. They've won multiple state duels and an IHSA title. Derek Schneider here with us, Brownsburg's own. Dogs fans at home tonight. Your man, heading to regionals here with a great squad. Coach, thanks for coming in.
Hey, appreciate you having me, man. Excited to be here.
It's the best time of the year. You've made it. What do you think? Did you think you were going to get here?
Oh, yeah. Our goal, we tell our guys, part of our expectation at Brownsburg is to compete for championships. We're never going to go into any tournament any year. Compared to most years, we're a little down this year. But our goal is to win a state title every year. We talk about 2 things: winning a dual state title, winning an IHSA state title. Yeah. And everything along the way. So, it's a fun time of the year, but this is the most stressful. You put all this time and effort into being a champion, and each week you see more of your guys kind of get their dreams crushed. So us wrestling coaches, we always talk about, when's the last time your season ended and you were happy? A few years ago, we won. It's an
elite crew, man.
We won dual state, we won IHSA state. And I'm standing down there, my administration's like, what's wrong? I'm like, man, we went 1 for 2 in the finals. And the 2 kids that lost, it just crushed them. Wrestling's kind of a different sport when it comes into that, because you've got your individual goals, but at Brownsburg, we're trying to compete for state titles every year.
Derek, that is a fantastic glimpse into the grueling room that is known as the wrestling room. We're taking a look at practice here. You said you're a little down this year, Coach. I'm not buying that. I see the numbers coming out of sectionals. What is your message to these guys, and ultimately behind the scenes, the work that's going in ahead of this weekend?
Wrestling's so much about life, and like I said, seriously, compared to some of the teams we have, I think we've done better than most people predicted.
Yeah, overachieved.
But for us, that's what we do. And I tell them, man, you set your expectations high, and yeah, you're going to be disappointed sometimes, but we want them to learn to compete to be championships in everything they do, in the classroom, in the hallways, and I know a lot of sports do it, and we see in wrestling, I am who I am, and I've had the success I've had, and a big part of that's wrestling. So for our guys, it's that room's incredible. They earned it. We didn't always have that. My superintendent said, it's tough to justify a room like that if you're finishing, at the bottom of conference. So I tell the guys, I think it's the nicest room in the state, but they've earned it. Yeah. They've earned it, and the guys before them have earned it. So a lot of effort in that room, and we'll be ready to go, man. We're gonna come out firing, and the expectation doesn't change. Compete for a state title.
If you aren't buckled in after that message, Go see a medical professional. There's something wrong with you. Coach, when was the last time you went through like a week without wrestling on your mind? How many years ago, back in Derek Snyder's playbook, as we look at your impressive run, started in Mishawaka, you come over to Brownsburg. Is this just a life for you? Is there no off switch?
No, talk to my administration. There's no off switch because and I've got a great family. I love my wife and my son, and they're number one. But I love teaching. But my job is to do everything I can to help these guys accomplish their goals as a team and an individual. And it destroys you when it doesn't happen. And I need to know it wasn't because of anything I didn't do. So I don't know. To go a week without thinking about wrestling, I haven't had a week off in over 20, probably 6th grade before I started wrestling. I'll be up all night watching film, trying to figure out a way to win, breaking it down, talking to my coaches. It's just, we live and breathe it, man. I love it. I'm passionate about it, but it's for my guys. You know, I've got a relationship with them. They know I love them and care about them. They know that they're going to be prepared. You're not always going to, wrestling's tough, man. There's 300 schools in the state. It's not classed.
Right.
So, I mean, to win a state title, you got to beat 300 teams or 300 dudes in your weight class, and it's not easy. But my job is to put them in the best position to accomplish their goal. So we set that standard and tell them, you know, coach, it's life's pressure, man.
No doubt.
They're going to be pressure when you go in for a job interview, when you ask your wife to marry you. The things that we're doing, there's going to be pressure when you go take your math test. We're preparing them for that, and we're doing it through wrestling.
Coach, you're a dream maker. We're going to clip what you just said and send it out to every athlete in the state, because I don't care what you're doing, what you said right there, incredible. Let's take a look at this year, okay? And what Brownsburg's done lately. 7 straight in the conference, 6 straight sectional titles. We're looking at the stats. As of now, there's a number 1 next to Brownsburg's name in the state. In 2020, you're coming off the 4th place deal. You got 3 titles, don't you, personally as a coach?
Yes.
4 gonna happen?
We're not going to stop. I mean, yeah, that's the goal. You know, you're looking at the 6 and the 7 sectionals, and I'm looking at 4th at Dual State.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking,
I knew your eyes were going to creep down there.
We had a 23-9 lead, and modern day for a reason. That I still wake up in the middle of the night and think about if there's a move I could have made or something I could have said or done. So I'm going to tell you, every ounce of energy and effort is going to be putting in to getting a 4th and a 5th. That's what we do at Brownsburg. We are going to compete every year for a state championship, and you're not going to do it every year.
Right.
But we're never going to go into it going, man, if we could get 2nd or 3rd, no way. So we're gonna do everything we can to bring home another state championship to Brownsburg. It's an incredible place, and I feel fortunate to be there.
That is Derek Snyder. It's his ship, and the Dogs, you're in good hands as long as this man is in charge. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're following the run, and we know once the Fieldhouse moment arrives, we're going to see plenty of purple on there, so keep it up, right?
Better, I'm going to be applying for a job here.
You might have a chance after what you just pulled off here. Thanks a million, man. That was fun.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. Still ahead on the Zone Extra, our athlete of the week, one of the top swimmers in the state. He's 14 years old. And tonight, our Olivia Ray sheds a light on Carmel's latest standout. Do not miss the company he is in. Plus, a look at our game plan tomorrow night. Again, girls sectionals on the Zone. Who's moving on? We'll be back after this.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
This is the Zone Extra. I'm Charlie Clifford. Carmel's boys swimming, 6 straight state titles. And according to their regular season results, it doesn't even appear the Greyhounds are going anywhere anytime soon. As we near the start of sectionals, our Olivia Ray highlighting a first-year swimmer you need to keep your eye on.
I think when people see that he's a freshman, they're a little bit taken back. But the way he swims, he doesn't look like a freshman when he swims. You know, I think a lot of people have seen him grow up and just watched him be able to compete, and they know that this was coming.
The Carmel Swim Club knows a star when they see one, and they knew it wouldn't take long for Carter Lancaster to be dubbed a freshman phenom here in the Midwest.
He can certainly be one of the best that we've ever had. He's got that potential, that work ethic, that drive, and He's certainly standing on the shoulders of giants, of athletes that came before him, and he's got people to chase.
But at 14 years old, Lancaster isn't exactly trailing his program's standouts, more like he's tailgating some of the world's greatest.
The thrill of racing, that always keeps me going and exciting, especially racing upperclassmen. Even though I'm a freshman, they don't really scare me.
Earlier this season, Lancaster clocked a 2:07.08 in the 200-meter medley, which puts him at number 8 on USA Swimming's all-time list for his age group. The name just 4 spots ahead of him, Michael Phelps, who landed there just a few months before making his first Olympic team.
I remember watching the grades swim at the Olympics and just imagining swimming with them and being able to be up there and my name up there with them. It's really exciting.
Yeah, anytime your name's around a Michael Phelps, you know, it makes you feel good. But I think at this age, from 14 to 15 to 16, was Michael really took off. And I certainly know he wants to be a part of that conversation.
Carter Lancaster, the future of Carmel swimming, and he's just getting started. Olivia Ray, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Carter, incredible. We'll be cheering you on for the next 3 years or so. Time for a break here. When we come back, how about a play of the week? Can we see what was delivered this time around, plus tomorrow's huge matchup? It's a mixed showdown. Lawrence North and Carmel, full preview. We'll be back.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Our favorite part of covering high school sports across central Indiana, you in the stands, the passion of the fans, and also the players we pull for on the court. School spirit we see every week. It's incredible. It's the best there is anywhere in the country in terms of high school sports. The prestigious Zone Banner Award finds the best school with the best school spirit. It is Westfield. Banner season, it may be over. We're always looking out for great school spirit across central Indiana. Socially distanced, yes. Virtual, creativity, social media, you name it. We are there for you and your school. Our eyes always on your spirit as we look ahead to crown a new banner champion in the fall. Our play of the week, this one was insane. This is by far the top feature we have for you across the central Indiana sports landscape. We want you to get involved. Remember, if you're at a game, you see something crazy, send it to us on Twitter or Facebook. It's going to end up here. This is our play of the week. That ended up here this week. Ben Davis, Crispus Attucks, Giants trail by a point. That is Clay Butler. Win at the buzzer. One more time, Clay. Inside the line. And it's good. Heartbreaker for Attucks and Ben Davis. That would have been a court storming had we been in normal times. No matter what, congrats to the Giants. Again, find us a video, send it our way, the Zone Extra top play of the week. You just have to use the hashtag, the Zone Extra, and you can see it as early as next week. Our WNDY, Miami TV 23, your home for high school sports in the area, coming up tonight in just minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is a showdown at the top of the mix. Second-ranked Lawrence North, number 4 Carmel, both teams unbeaten in conference play. That will change tonight. A win for the Hounds will give them at least the share of the MIC title. You can see all the action on MyIndy TV 23. Again, we're just minutes from tip. And speaking of MyIndy TV 23, be sure to tune in Saturday night as the crew is going to give you live coverage of the girls basketball Sectional 10 Championship. Okay, this is over at North Central, but before we get there, it's the girls sectional semifinal round tomorrow night. And we got you covered on the Zone starting at 11:08. Lawrence Central, North Central, Lawrence North Cathedral, Noblesville, Zionsville, and Guerin Catholic Heritage Christian. A reminder, number 1 North Central. And defending 4A champion star Jayla Smith. Also with Cathedral there against Lawrence North. Those are 2 games we're really going to highlight on the Zone. As always, thank you for joining the Zone Extra. For executive producer Brian Eckstein, Charlie Clifford. We'll see you next week.